Hey YouTube, I'm back. I kind of recorded an explanation of why I disappeared for so long, but I'm not sure if people even care. So let me know in the comments if you wanna know why. It's really not that big of a deal. But the short of it is I started a job that I really like, but now I wanna come back. So this said, welcome to a Pro Reviews. One of my reviews on peripherals that I have played at a very high level on. So today I will be finally reviewing the Artisan Zero, and this is a very long time review. I've had my Zero, I unpacked it, I unboxed it live. I think it was, dare I say, almost 2 years ago, maybe not that long. Definitely more than 1 year. I've had my Zero for, and I played Valorant tournaments on it. I got world records. Even now, I rarely play, but sometimes I play like aim trainers, aim lab. I've been playing 6-shot, and I recently got 192k on 6-shot with it. So even though I've never watched it, never. So it's kind of a durability test too, which you don't always find about the Artisans. And what can I say? It's my main right now. Like if I play, and I can still play at a very high level. I wonder if I will maybe splice some recent clips of me playing. But basically, I've been playing with super light, as per usual. My main when I want consistency. That's what I got in 192k on, and my Zero. And really, I feel like I'm convinced at this point that GPX and Zero is just the best setup for consistency, and consistency is the best metric to maximize for just being good at FPS games. Low sensitivity, GPX, Zero. For me, I can stop playing for 1 year, 6 months, come back, play against, in Valorant or CS, I can play against the very best people, and I can still manage. I won't be at my peak. Game sense gets rusty, communication gets rusty, but incredibly, like it's actually the mechanical part for me that kind of never gets rusty. I can play now. I won't miss my shots. Whereas I will kind of forget the maps have changed. I'm slow at reacting to like noises and that kind of stuff. But mechanically, maybe because of all my training, it just never gets old. And I do think that the Zero and GPX and also playing with low sensitivity play a large part in it. Because I got some new toys, a lot of new toys actually. And when I tried playing with them, look, very, very expensive. This is a Final Mouse Starlight Pegasus. Very expensive. Too expensive. Should be better than the GPX, right? But no, like if I play on it, I'm not as consistent. Again, maybe I get higher peaks. Maybe. I'm not even convinced about it, but maybe I get higher peaks. But GPX and Zero is just an incredible setup for consistency. So I know that, especially recently, a lot of people are kind of questioning durability when it comes to Artisans, especially the Hien. And I have to say, when I try using the Hien again, I have some problems with it. Like I can tell that it's kind of degraded in a weird way, and it feels like it has sped up like in its degradation ever since I moved to this office, which has a higher humidity percentage. Right now, I think it's 70% in the room, which maybe it's not too high, but it gets higher than that, and it's pretty consistent. So even if I try using the Artisan Hien, not great. The Zero has somehow survived, and the camera is pretty high quality, right? You can see there's like some dust on it, but this is it. Like I have like hundreds of hours on this. I've played so many aim training scenarios in so many games for so many hours, and it looks brand new and it feels brand new to me. Like I can just play on it now. I don't need anything. I learned a trick that works on all of these Artisan rubbers, and really it's about like rubber bases, and really it's about a little bit of water, like just a splash, you put it on your desk, and then you put the mousepad on top of the water. Don't put a lot, just a little bit. It won't seep through. It will just make it so that the mousepad really sticks. And I have this new desk, and it's just perfect. Like a little bit of water, and it's not gonna move. Like you actually have to pick it up. You can tell that it kind of suctions onto the desk. So you know, that trick plus just putting it down and using it with a GPX, I can game consistently. Like, I try new mouse pads here and there. I'm still getting some from some companies that are interested in my feedback, and I like them. You know, I'm getting a ton of really good mouse pads that I like, but ultimately, if I have like 2 hours to play and I want to play at my best, because I kind of hate playing not at my best, I know that I have to go back to the Zero and GPX. It's kind of a curse in a way. Same with my sensitivity, 61.2, like 0.267 Valorant scale at 800 DPI. I know that I can go back there, and I don't know if it's because I'm getting older. Maybe I'm not as adaptive as I used to be, but it's just easier. I don't even know why I wouldn't do it. So yeah, I mean, overall, focusing on the Zero a little bit, I mean, look, the stitching, top quality, as you can expect from Artisan. It hasn't frayed. It's pretty much brand new. And this is as long as it gets. Like, this is as long-term review of a Zero as it gets. I've had it for like 2 years. So, and I cannot find a single spot where it has anything. Like, the stitching is perfect. The surface, I mean, even looking for issues, I cannot find any. There's just a little bit of dust, you know. And you know, I have a cat. I was about to say I used to have, because now I'm in a different room, not because it's not here anymore. It's just upstairs. So maybe there's still like a little bit of cat hair, but not even. It's just dust. So it's a great mousepad. I have to say, you know, I know that I said that the Hien was arguably the best mousepad all around. But that depends on how you define best. I think Hien might be the best for like peaks, because you just cannot go as fast on the Zero. But the Zero is more consistent, and then it's like, is higher peak better than more consistency? And at this point, you know, if I had to guess, like, which one will make you rank up higher in games, like give you a higher chance of being a pro, it's consistency. I've seen this in pro players too. When you have like some pro players that can get some insane peaks, but then they're not consistent, they usually just don't go as far as like consistent players. So, you know, if I had to pick one, if I was forced to just give up some of my peripherals, I would just keep the GPX and Zero. My Zero is a soft XL. I have tried extra soft. I have never tried a mid. Honestly, feels like soft is just extra soft. Kind of gets mushy. It's a little bit of annoying. Still like top notch. And I haven't played with my X Soft Zero for that long, but I would probably just stick with the Zero Soft. It's a great mousepad. There's really not even much to say. I think they're even getting a lot easier to buy, so I don't see why not buy it. I've had this for 2 years. I think it's one of my most durable peripherals that I have. I mean, do you call it even a peripheral? Maybe, but it's definitely one of the best objects, like tech related peripherals that I've ever bought. It's just, it feels brand new. I never feel like I want to try anything else. I keep trying new things. I keep going back to it. So I can just tell you, you know, go ahead and buy it. I know that in Europe you have Max Gaming. I think you have Lethal Gear. I don't even remember the name anymore in the US. But it's just way easier to find. I feel like you don't even have to go through the whole like waiting for the Japanese website to load, which was really annoying, and it wasn't translated properly. You can just go ahead and buy it. One of my friends here in Italy just recently bought it off Amazon Italy, and he got it. He got it kind of quickly too. Still expensive, but you have to consider that. I mean, I've owned mouse pads that were almost as expensive, and just especially like the stitching, or maybe they don't have a stitching, and then you know the top kind of the glue gets ruined, and then it frays at the borders, and kind of becomes unusable. This is new, and I've treated it pretty badly. I've put it up on. I've kept it in like very weird positions so that it was kind of rolled on itself, which is not great for a long time. At some point when I was trying out other mouse pads, and it's still great. So yeah, go ahead, buy it. I don't know what to say. If you only have a Heian, you have to give the Zero a shot. I know that it's really expensive to have both, but it doesn't get any better than this. So yeah, this said, this was my kind of quick review of the Zero, and because there's not really much to say ultimately. It's a control pad, kind of like medium static friction, medium dynamic friction. It's still a control pad in the world of Artisans. It will feel fast for most people. It will kind of slow down really, really slowly in a very consistent way. At least that's what happened to mine. So it gets a little bit more of a control pad, but you can still be very quick with it. So yeah, if you want me to go more in depth, I can do it. And in general, I'm looking for feedback because now I want to come back to YouTube, and I have a lot of stuff to review, like a lot of toys. Like my collection kept growing, my videos didn't, so I can make a lot of reviews. Just let me know, what would you like me to talk about? Educational content too, AIM, game sense, whatever, I'll do it. Let me know. Thank you guys, see ya.